guys, and welcome back to Marvel Contest of Champions. I'm RichTheMan, and today we're going to be discussing the new update, the Civil Warrior Endgame event, the X-Men event, and an exclusive look at Nightcrawler. Some footage that I don't think you've seen. Some have seen it, but a lot haven't. So let's get into it. So let's start with Civil War Endgame. After a lackluster Civil War event, which delivered a lot but wasn't really enjoyable, we are nearing the end game, it seems, as we've got a new mini event quest that's just come in. This is to introduce a new character coming soon called the Civil Warrior. Civil War in general went on for a bit too long. It got rather boring, especially due to the 15-day extension that was put on. It kind of left us feeling like, why is it going on a bit too longer than it should be? The new mini-series looks to tie in everything that happened within the Cosmic Civil War to a nice end game, obviously. And as well, it brings in the Civil Warrior character. For more details on this character, please have a look at my video, as well as MC Mod's video, which showcases the characters, well, how they got to get this character, maybe the inspiration for the character, as well as some of the movesets and the specials. So let's talk the X-Men event. Now, this image is taken from the end animation of that actual mode. So, in the event quest, what are we going to see? Is it going to be something surrounding Jean Grey, as the character is featured at the end? It seems like this big kind of ending. Has she saved the day? Has she turned into the Dark Phoenix? What has she done is the question. Obviously, we still do not know. The biggest interest that I have is, why is MODOK associated with this event? One of the key times that MODOK is actually in association with the X-Men is in X-Men issue 200 and also Uncanny X-Men issue 488, both of which come around the same time in 2007, but really doesn't actually make a big impact in those comic book issues and can largely be seen in flashbacks, as well as being a villain on a television screen associated with what is happening at the time. This is in X-Men 200. So the mystery surrounding why MODOK has any association with this mode is still up in the air. Nobody really knows. And the fact is that there could be something with the Avengers, because MODOK appeared in Avengers vs X-Men series in the prologue, where you're seen attacking AIM, and Scarlet Witch then comes to aid and attacks MODOK. And it all comes to a head, but really the main factor is what we've seen is more kind of X-Men related than it is bringing in or tying in Avengers in any kind of way. So you're probably not going to see that, and it's probably going to be something that Kabam have just conjured up with regards to the storyline. So don't expect anything with, say, comic book fluidity within it. So here we go. Here is the moment you wanted. This is about the new characters. Now, I've seen a few videos where they've talked a bit about the characters, but nothing really kind of talking it in depth. Now, let's start with Nightcrawler. It follows the theme of Kabam, where they like to use Uncanny X-Men. You know, you've got Marvel now, Magneto, we've got Storm. It's all very Uncanny X-Men style, and that is what you're largely getting with this Nightcrawler that's been put in the game. And before we go anywhere, Kabam, you should have given him another sword. Come on, guys, sort it out. It could be argued that the Nightcrawler looks a little bit like the Excalibur story arc, and maybe there would be a possible team up with Captain Britain. Kabam, come on. So here's the exclusive look at the 9.0 trailer that Marvel Contest of Champions Truckus kindly allowed me to use and also talk about a bit further. So links to that video as well as his other links are in the description below. So thank you again, and let's roll it. Now, let's talk Now let's quickly talk about what we saw there. So for regards to Nightcrawler, which we're talking about at the moment, we could largely see what I believe to be his victory celebration. The next thing is you can see potentially his second attack. And the second attack is pretty cool in any case because it utilizes the teleportation, which we all know and love about the character. However, not a lot of this can be verified until we actually see the character physically or in action. You know, we could see that could have been the first special attack or the third special attack. We just don't know. But it looks like to me potentially the second and the victory celebration animation at the end. Like I said, I'm very impressed with the way that they've utilized the teleportation ability. Now, the sword techniques, yeah, they're pretty cool in any case, but you know, a lot of people will recognize the character from the films without the sword, but still, I think this is pretty good in any case to be of matching the comic book history. Now, when it comes to evade, I really hope that when you swipe back, you teleport from point A to point B. That would be incredible, and I have talked about this so much, but I'm still going to have to wait, aren't I? We're all going to have to wait to see if that gets implemented, and pray that it does. Come on. In the video, we also see the Beastie Boy. The design is uncanny X-Men style and doesn't look too amazing. Even Yeet commented negatively on this, and with good reason, because the kind of beast that you guys want to see is that beast. Or that beast. Or even that beast. Those are the type of beasts that you guys want to see, and it's the one that I want to see as well. Something that looks a little bit comic book like, maybe even similar to film like, but obviously it goes with the trend that Kabam have with being uncanny X-Men, and sometimes it's not always good. It took a while to us to get the 90s version of Cyclops. I hope that it's not too far in the future we get to wait and to get the ones that we actually know and love, 90s X-Men or maybe film versions, but who knows. Gambit, my word, spot on. Kabam could not fault you for this. Spot on character, looked great, looks amazing. Obviously we need the full moveset to be looked at. You know, us YouTubers and you guys have talked about this, having a carbon copy moveset of say Moon Knight. Yeah, I can see it happening. I'm like 90% sure that Kabam will do this, but I really hope they don't, and I hope they make it as original as possible. Like I said, only time will tell. Wolverine Weapon X. Not a massive fan of this because the Wolverine market is becoming quite saturated at the moment, and we're seeing, yes, a lot of them, and as long as they make a new moveset for this character, then yes, okay, a loose thumbs up, but you know, we just don't need it. It's one character that we don't really kind of need. But hey ho, it is what it is. Jean Grey, Jesus Christ, she is going to be literally insane. Imagine that third special is going to be something awakening of a phoenix, bringing all manner of hell and power to take out any enemy. That is going to be so good, so good. And you're going to love that character as well. Going to be a bit of a bitch to play against, but... And the awakened ability, my god, if they awaken the Phoenix, well, watch out, that's all I can say. I know he isn't in the X-Men, but Loki is coming to the game. Now, the Loki in what we've seen, obviously got a bit of stubble, but he kind of looks a bit like the God of Stories story arc type character in... it's a very kind of like chiseled look. It's a bit more manly than the ones that we've seen, which I think is quite cool. But obviously he's very kind of like feminine in the way he looks. But the fact is, with the character being in the game, does he have any bearing on the XMen event? So are we going to see something where he is pretending to be another character? Does he take over somebody? Does he imposter something? You know, we just don't know. But that would be a cool aspect in order to kind of make a decent event from where Loki is taken over. The same way that Ragnarok is going to be, where Odin's been taken over by Loki and being an imposter on the throne. So that would be a really cool aspect, and I really hope that this event actually has that in place. But just don't know, only time will tell. Right guys, thanks very much for watching this video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed a lot of this kind of like new format that I'm doing. I'm going to try and push this out a bit more. Next week, we're doing a themed week. I'm doing a themed week. One particular character is getting a week's worth of content, just like devoted to him. I'm nearly completed with it. I've got to take a day off work on Friday to complete the last of it because I was going to do more tonight. But I had to push this video out because this is gold, solid gold. And yes, I think you're going to really love it. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on the new characters coming into the game as well. What are your thoughts on the XMen event, and have you had enough of anything Civil War related? Now, I've been RichTheMan. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like this video if you enjoyed it. And I shall catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, RichTheMan here, and I'm just falling out of a tree. Thank you for watching that video, and remember to like, subscribe, and catch one of my live streams. Anyway, see you later. Bye. Someone call an ambulance, for God's sake.